Hi everybody, I'm back with another video, but right now I'm on my lunch break, so gotta make this quick because I have some homework to do before class right after this. I need to work on having a more pleasant face when I'm talking to the camera because all of the still frames on my last video were horrible. And last night I just decided to go into the YouTube search and look up INFJ. And of course, I'm trying to be all inconspicuous and everything with these videos. But of course, my 5 things that suck about being an INFJ video got to the top of the search results. So it's like, wow, okay, now I need to really start thinking about what I'm gonna discuss because I don't want to just have a bunch of videos and then you not get anything out of, I don't want you to just be able to pick and choose which videos you want to watch. I want you to have gotten something from each video that I post. So definitely quality over quantity. And I tried to make this video last Friday and it just wasn't happening. I was already kind of tired and in a food coma because I had went to lunch with my parents and I just wasn't in that good of a mood and I was getting stressed and you know once you kind of do a video over and over again, it's kind of just like, all right, maybe today's just not my day. So I'm hoping that today will be my day because I don't have any editing software, so I'm just going, straight through. So today I wanted to talk about how it seems that every INFJ has 2 sides to them. And to start off this video, I'll just share with you one of my favorite quotes, and I forget who it's from, but it's sometimes the stories that we tell the world aren't nearly as endearing as the ones that live inside of us. And I think INFJs and maybe even INTJs in particular can really, really understand this quote. And people don't really understand that we have such rich and vivid inner lives that that richness doesn't always apply to us on the outside. And INFJs, we're people pleasers and we always want to make people happy, so we kind of, sorry, this is resting on pillows, so if it's all shaky, sorry, but so I just kind of have this theory, okay, and us INFJs are people pleasers, but sometimes we just don't have a lot of stuff going on in our lives, so it's hard for us to make small talk with people because you don't know what they're interested in. You don't know a topic that you can bring up that you both are interested in that, would make them feel comfortable with you or like you. So I kind of have this theory, okay? So I originally drew these pictures with the premise of everybody sees the world through their own filter. And so I was trying to use that same filter logic with Instagram. So let me get my third picture because I guess it's a little relevant. But okay, so you have 3 filters. So there's just you, yourself, normal filter, nothing, it's just you. You have the superstar filter, which is bound to please everybody and make them happy and like you. And then there's just you're just kind of a shitty person, you smell bad and nobody really likes you. That's another filter. So of these 3, I find that especially, well, I think this particularly applies to the new people that I meet. I'm sort of putting on this filter. It's like I'm just trying to be I'm just trying to please you and make you happy and talk about things that you want to talk about so that I can get to know you a little better and so that I can understand your interests, your passion, stuff like that. So I want to kind of pull out this card and just kind of, I find that I mimic people's body language a lot. I kind of speak with confidence and I ask a lot of questions and I just try to give the illusion that I'm this poised, confident, and sarcastic girl, and people think that I'm very extroverted when I'm talking to them. And usually, this can only go on for so long. Once you make that, once you nail that first impression, um, then it's kind of like, okay, well, this person likes me, and I want to, show them this side to myself, but this side is so sacred to me and it's so important that I still feel like I have to put up some sort of a guard to like what if I do give you a glimpse of this person and you don't take to it as well as you do when I'm this person. And this is really hard for INFJs because we want to be that people pleaser, but we also want to give them glimpses of ourselves and be accepted in that way. And I just find that I've become so protective of who I am, especially around new friends that I'm meeting or even just my current friends. Like I just never feel like they get the full me. And it's hard, because it's like that person that I'm pretending to be doesn't always um, correlate to the person that I am inside. And, people at school, they don't know some things about me that are really important to me, but to them it might be weird. And for example, I watch Dr. Phil almost every day. I freaking love Dr. Phil. I'm so interested in how he's able to take a bunch of external objective data, take a bunch of external objective data and kind of build his case on people and then determine like who's lying or who's telling the truth or who's I don't know. It's just like something that I'm not very good at because I don't have external thinking and I think he's an ESTJ. And when people are just kind of nice to me and it seems like they're being sincere, then I kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. And I know that's wrong, which I'm trying to work on. And so watching Dr. Phil kind of helps me do that. But just stuff like that. Before I made this YouTube channel, I had two other ones. I did video game commentaries when I was like 17 or 18 years old for Call of Duty, and I did makeup tutorials about 2 years ago. I would post like Instagram pictures, and then I had a YouTube channel to go along with it. And it's just like these things that, it's like I want to share that with people, but you don't really know who you're talking to. And if people aren't in video games or makeup, then I feel like I can't reveal that side to myself because if I do and I don't get a good response from you, then I'm like questioning, like, oh, like they're not into this. Like maybe they think about me differently now that I told them that. Um, and it's hard to find that balance. And I think that's another reason why I'm so against social media is because I really, really, really want to be this person on social media and I want people to like all my posts and think that I'm good looking without makeup and, stuff like that. But I always feel like social media is making us feel like we have to be this person, whereas we have to post the status to get all the likes, we have to post a pretty picture of us so people will accept us more. And I just it's kind of it depresses me that we're moving into such a kind of a virtual life on the internet because you don't really know when people are being real and sincere and when they're being a people pleaser. And I guess just one final thought is that with INFJs, I think that we become so enthralled and we become so into MBTI because we are chameleons. We kind of adapt to our environment, and then it makes us lose sight of the person we really are inside. And reading about INFJs and listening to videos and stuff, it kind of gives us some framework as to how we process information, how we interact with other people, and it just kind of validates who we really are because sometimes we lose sight of it in the presence of other people. So that's kind of the main point that I wanted to convey. Maybe you guys can share some facts about yourself that people don't usually ask about, that you feel is like it, that you feel is very important. I got so many good responses on my last video, and I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate it, and I hope that that you'll be able to get some value out of this one as well. And another thing is that the most interesting people I've ever met, the people that always stick out in my mind, they are always this no matter what. You can always have a little bit of this in there, but people that just are embrace themselves and don't care what people think and don't let the opinions of other people shape who they are, that's the kind of person that I strive to be every day. And it's hard because I want to please everybody, but at the end of the day, it's more important to be happy with who you are and who you're presenting yourself to be than to pretend to be something you're not just so people will accept you. So that's all I got. Thank you guys for listening, and I will talk to you soon.